Hello everyone and welcome back to NeoBurgh. Last time we set up the supply routes for our goods factory here. So we've got steel over here and we've got some plastic over here. So those are coming along quite well. What we need to do though is set up a line between here so that there's goods coming to where they need to get to. So, or goods going to where they need to get to, sorry. So before we start that, I just want to see roughly how high this is. 16 meters versus 12 meters. That's 24 meters. So we really want the train station to be around here, if anything, because we don't want to be going into that tunnel. So if we create a train station here with a connection down to the road, hopefully this will connect, but it looks like it might not. How about if we add some steps in? This might do the trick. And then that can connect there. So now the train station connects to the goods factory, which should hopefully mean we can then connect up this stop through all the way up to here. Hopefully this won't cause too many issues. Oh no, it's actually doing a bridge, so that's quite useful. So we'll just do that straight up to here, and we'll just follow it all the way back down. So this should then allow us to connect up that train line and bring through the goods to where they're needed. So we'll need to put in stops. So we'll do stops one way here. I did that the wrong way, so I'll just change that out. And we'll just do stops periodically back up to this train station. And then we need to continue this through. So if we go into here, we need to stop that going to 3, and we need to allow it to come down to here to use number 1 and use number 2 if it has to. And then it needs to go through here again to drop off some goods for any cities that may need them here. And then they go through back down to Shildon and the train station down there. So over here, they'll be picking up and dropping off everything but plastic, hopefully. So then that can also connect over here, which is really good because it means that we can actually distribute out what's needed here that we aren't currently providing. Food is wanted the other direction, so what we can do is if we delete this back, we can create another stop on this side, and then we can keep this going out this way and connect it up there. So, considering we want goods to be able to go to where they're needed over here, I I'll put a stop. Well, considering we got one there, maybe down here. So this will be for food. Anything else that comes through this way that wouldn't need the tanker cars. So if we do stop going that way, then hopefully that automatically goes to it. Yep. So that line should then be... Oh, I was going to say a little bit more uniform, but it's not. There we go, that's a bit better. So if we grab a couple of these urban e-trucks, pop those onto that line, then they can go that way. We want those to take all the late game things apart from fuel, because fuel, I mean, why not? It can take fuel as well. It will take pretty much whatever. Is this one Southwold or Hailsham? Hailsham. So we'll copy that name and we'll pop it onto this. But this one will just be cargo. And I'm pretty sure there's like 14 of those. I wasn't far off. There's only 12. So that now allows that train to come down to here and drop off even more goods. We just need to alter things here slightly so it's no longer stopping and going through. It's just going straight through like this. We can actually remove that one. And then there, yeah, there we go. That's all set up. What we might want to do is keep an eye on the supplies for these. What we do need to do is set up a connection for crude oil. So we'll do one here where we'll put in a boat line on this river. And this will literally just take crude oil over. So we need to put in a delivery point here. And then we need we actually need boats on that line. So if we just quickly grab... Oh, we've got one here. Let's use this one. Oh, I haven't set up the line. Whoops. That to there. Filling up on crude. Dropping off crude. Nice and simple. So we need to put a vehicle line in here. We'll have two so that they can wait and pick up. Oh, excuse me. Right, so if we upgrade that through, that should make that road a little bit faster for it. And we will add an exit on this side so that they can get onto the road a little bit quicker. Just need some vehicles. We've got a depot down here. I don't think we'll need that many, so I'll just do 5 for now. Need to put the line in. There we go. So let's grab those, put them on that line. We also need to name our lines, but for now I will just keep plodding on. It might be easier to do a bit of a more direct route through here. I don't think we'll be able to upgrade that bit of road, which is a bit annoying. If we try tinkering with this a little bit. There we go. Oh dear, what's happened? Right, got a slight problem with the train. This isn't long enough. Okay. Forgot this train was super long. Fortunately, there's enough space here. We should be able to make it plenty long enough for that to be used. Is that far enough? I think that's just about right, actually. So we'll pop that in there. Pop this through like so. Add a stop there, and hey presto, it's all sorted. So this just needs to turn around and go back. No path electric. There should be. Is it just stuck? Do we need to... There we go. Don't know why it got stuck, but we'll do that, and that's fine. How's this doing for supplies? It's not getting plastic through. So if we set up... Maybe do it the other way around, actually. A stop here. With cargo buildings either side. Then we can utilize this same line that brings up crude oil and oil here. So that then goes to here. It can use number 2 as well. We want it to fill up, and we want it to drop off on its way back. Nice and simple. So hopefully these vehicles will start making their way through to here. Don't think it should take too long for it to get to where it needs to go. And then we just need the boat to be here as well, which is already making its way up. It's just coming up to Shildon. I mean, it's a little bit of a ways off yet, but it'll get there eventually. And then we'll have crude oil being brought up through that way. Oh, this looks a bit nasty. Let's smooth this out a little bit around here. There we go. Sweet. Okay. So these vehicles should now be coming down this way. That's absolutely fine. Cool. So we need to name these lines what they are, really. So this one is Cargo Road. I'm just going to zoom out that. Goods number something down at Littlehampton. How many other goods lines are there? None. This is the very first. There we go. Nice. Where's the other ones? So this is, yep, coal and ore. Cargo Road, coal and ore. Number something up by Hailsham. So this is number 5. And this is number 6. Let's just change the vehicles colors to match that line. Okay. Hailsham transfer. So we could kind of merge these two lines so that they get a little bit more use, but to be honest with you, it's absolutely fine having them separate as well. So this is Cargo Road Steel. Number something. Hailsham. This one is the crude oil line. So this is Cargo Road Crude Oil. Oh no, it's crude and oil, sorry. Number something, Hailsham. This one is plastic. I think this is the second plastic line. Ah, that's literally just a line into there, so we can use Southwold here. Go into here, remove the fuel. I think that's like number 13. Yes. This is literally just crude oil. And it's on the water. I don't think there's any other crude oil lines. This is even Hailsham as well. This is just crude oil. This is actually at Tring. First one we've done in Tring. And that's all the lines sorted. Awesome. So, hopefully these will be taking plastic. It might take a little while for this to get up to level 2 and start sending 400. And it might take a little while for this to demand 400. But once this levels up, it shouldn't take too long. We got 90 going to Winsford alone. Wow. Look at that Winsford line, it's pretty busy. Let's round it up to 10. Hopefully that'll be enough, but we might need to put a few more vehicles on that line. Ah, it looks like traffic's playing a part in all of this. I wonder whether we could do like a bypass route. What's this one? Plastics. Yeah, if we had this connecting up here, like that maybe, then hopefully plastic goes round. If we had a road coming out this way as well, it may avoid that entire route around there. Connect that in there. There we go. So now the traffic, the cargo traffic at least, avoids this bit of a nightmare really, traffic-wise. If we upgrade this stint of road as well, it means we've got more lanes for different traffic to use. But yeah, it's just got to work its way through. We've got quite a lot of stuff here that wants to go into Winsford. Traffic-wise, it's a bit of a nightmare. If we check the traffic overlay, yeah, it's really bad through here. I wonder what we could do to improve that. So we've got no traffic lights. Ah, there is traffic lights here. We've got no traffic lights down here and it seems to be flowing quite well. Maybe we just need to remove the traffic lights. Chaos ensues. Hopefully that might allow it to trickle through a little bit better. If we upgraded this route, that may help. Looks like there's a lot of public transport that wants to go in that way. But now that we've built this route through here, a little bit of it's using that route as well. What is this? Oh, what is it doing? Feels like this road here should be upgraded as well. Too much slope. Oh, maybe not. That is a very steep slope. Got to admit. Winsford is just so bizarre of a city. Like, it just grows on the side of a mountain. But hopefully we should start to be providing goods to Winsford. This one looks like it's on its way through. How's it doing down here? We've got no transport so far. Interesting. Sending some to Dover as well. So where are those getting to? They're here. This looks pretty busy as well. But hopefully we should start to see goods getting to their final destination. In this case, Winsford and Dover. Although we do have stuff going to Loughton and everywhere else in between. How's the food doing? Well, it's starting to pick up. In fact, there's a lot of food there. A lot of food there. We should really ensure that these are getting to where they need to go. That's only sending 80%, so we need more vehicles on this. And we need more vehicles on this, potentially. That's getting 100% of its goods to where it needs to go, which is a nice change. It's just taking a little bit of time to get through to where it needs to go. These are transporting 100% of their goods to where they need to go, which is good. But hopefully, oh, look at that. We got a whole load of goods here waiting to get to where they need to go. Hopefully this will start to send enough through to Winsford that we won't need any others coming up that way. from the other direction. Potentially. This is taking a little bit of time to bring bricks through. Oh wow! Southwold and Loughton want bricks now. This one only wants 9 bricks. Does this line... drop off bricks here? No, we should totally drop off bricks here and then bring it through this way. So what we can do is have this come through to here. And then if we put a stop here. We can pick up bricks and drop them off down here where they can then go to the distribution bit. We just need some vehicles on that. I don't think we'll need too many. Let's get 2. Pop it on that line. This is cargo, road, bricks, number something, down to, let's call it Southwold. And then the other line will bring that through to Southwold where it's needed. What line number is that? Did I call it steel? No. Ah, I haven't done the steel one here, so this is number 2. Bricks. What number is bricks? Number 1? We don't have a number 1. We don't have a number 3. We don't have a number 7 or 8. So if we just change this one to number 3, then that should clean things up there. Is it even... No, it's no longer bricks, is it? It'll take anything. This is a little bit wrong. This is like number 14. Cargo line for those. This one's number 3. Let's not look too closely into that because it probably isn't. We're also bringing down tools for nothing. Why are we bringing tools down to Southwold? Well, whatever. It's doing it. Well, nonetheless. Oh, you know what we should have done is put it over here. Oh, poop. Alright, let's move that. Put it over here. There we go. Upgrade that road. Then hopefully bricks will make their way down to here and into Shildon. Oh, Southwold, sorry. Wrong city. We're also potentially needing to bring up food. Those two still cover it quite well, so we'll leave it as it is, for now at least. Hopefully we should start to see our goods transport percentage going up. Winsford's at 100% now. Well, that's the only two places it's actually sending, so why is it at 21%? What's up with that? That's a little bit bizarre. I don't understand why it wouldn't have gone up if it's getting this to over here. Maybe it's just going to take a few minutes for it to come through. There's also a whole load of stuff there for Winsford. It's probably a good idea for us to change these over to these E-trucks, and then if we just put another 10 on, that should reduce the amount of emissions in Winsford. Unfortunately, we can't stop the plastic line causing emissions down here, but there's only so much we can do. We need a lot of trucks for that Winsford line. So it's taking bricks, machines, food, goods. It's going to take a lot of goods. 221 goods. Wow. Hopefully this percentage goes up. And then that should upgrade. That'll allow these to upgrade then. But until that does, we can't do a lot. So the important thing is getting those goods to where they need to go. We've got a whole load of them waiting here. So I'm gonna add another 5 actually to this line. This seems to be flowing a little bit better now, albeit crazily. So that's good. Cool. What's going on down here? Why is this always waiting? It's almost like they can't carry them fast, like load them fast enough. Oh wow, we've hit $1 trillion. 1 trillion. Oh wait, 1 billion. Oh, of course it is. It's 1 billion. Not 1 trillion. But yeah, things are doing very well, which is nice. I just want my goods to get to where they need to go, so this can actually grow, which is frustrating because it's just not happening. We're waiting for these vehicles to get through to where they need to go. How fast can these go up to? 43 miles an hour. It's not great when they have to go a fair distance into the city. Maybe we should set up a closer distribution point and have these e-trucks pick up from like over here and have the main trucks do the longer route. Maybe that's the secret strat to win all strats. Don't understand why that has to go round. But anyway, we want that to be coming back this way. To be fair, I don't know how full these are going to be all the way through. So actually, having them drop off and then maybe going to the individual stops might be a good method. There's method in my madness. Now these are waiting. Ugh. Just unload the 10 here and put it into this one. Hopefully we'll have a train full of goods come through sooner rather than later. We got one with 66 goods coming through. That percentage is going up, which is good. Pardon the pun. Hopefully this will start to make its way through. Where do we have cargo not getting to where it needs to go? Over here. This one. This needs more vehicles. What's the difference between these lines? Oh, okay. There is actually a difference. To be fair, that one could probably do with being e-trucks and then putting that up to 10. Just change them both to e-trucks to try and reduce the emissions. There's also some car traffic somewhere. Yeah, there is a little bit. I don't know whether we could fix that with, say, removing the traffic lights. These have traffic because they're waiting for the cargo to be dropped off. We can't really do much about that. But hopefully we can reduce the traffic a little bit by removing these lights. I would not want to be a driver in this game because not having these traffic lights on sounds like pure chaos, but it speeds things up. So it's all good. This one needs a few more vehicles, probably about 5. Okay, these are actually getting to where they need to go, which is good. We're actually making a profit off these lines, which is a bizarre thing to happen, to be honest with you. These rarely ever do make a profit. Oh wow, Alpha to Dover is pretty busy on the Dover end. And truth be told, there's a lot of traffic here. Ah, it's all traffic lights again. Let's just try removing as many traffic lights as possible. And then that should hopefully allow things to work their way through a little bit easier. That's the plan, at least. It's not necessarily the safest plan, but it's a plan. It would help if this wasn't here. Bring it this way instead. Is it all just to go straight through? It does look like it. Goodness knows where it's all coming from. Ah, maybe from this. Straight down to Winsford. Maybe that's what it's... where it's coming from. Where are you going? Coulsdon. Okay. Never mind. Maybe it's not coming from through that way. If we check traffic again, it's all where the traffic lights are. Because traffic lights seem to break things a little bit. It's a shame you don't have more control over the traffic lights because they could work really quite well. But I reckon that will clear up now. We've got a fair amount of traffic here, but that's probably because it's quite a busy route through. This is just problematic. Traffic lights is meant to stop this, but it doesn't necessarily. Right. That might help. I think what we need to do is upgrade these routes through, because these are just super busy. I mean, more lanes doesn't really mean it's going to help. This is causing an issue. But it might at least allow things to get into different lanes from what they're currently in. See, that turning traffic shouldn't be allowed to go. Those should be individual lanes, so one turning right, one turning left, one going straight forward, and then each direction should have a set time to go so that it can just flow through. Having it so that the one direction can go causes issues like this, where you've got traffic trying to cross. It's not smart enough to give way because it's crossing over 3 lanes of traffic, and it just causes so much grief. I mean, to be fair, that one flowed through quite well. Oh, what's that? We got an eagle. Where'd it go? Oh, what? There it is. We've got an eagle. But yeah, this is just nuts. And there's nothing we can do. We can either have it without traffic lights, which literally just causes it to gridlock, because stuff comes here, gets stuck by stuff going here, this gets stuck by stuff going here, and this gets stuck by stuff going here, which gets stuck by this first lot, and then it's just gridlock. or we have traffic lights and this is meant to be somehow better. I don't know. I think that's as good as we're going to be able to get it. Where is all of these? Where are these going? Residential building over in Dover. So what you really want... So you live in Dover. You go to Burgh Marsh via car. Go to Alford via car. I mean, if you just used the bus, this would not be problematic, but you're not using the bus. What we really need is a direct route from Alford up through to Dover. And to be fair, we were going to do that at one point, weren't we? We were going to build a tunnel here. But we didn't have the money at the time. Well, you know what? We have money now. So why not do it? Let's have that plug into there. Oh, maybe a little bit better than that. Please, game. And let's see whether that helps, because it's a much more direct route through from Alford up to Dover. I mean, it is sending about 200 for shopping and 200 for work to Dover. And Dover is sending about 200 for shopping and 200 for work. This is the problem. So at certain points we'll have to have lights. But at other areas we could potentially not have lights. We might have to upgrade this road so that stuff starts to go that way, because at the moment I'm guessing the other route through is a bit faster. Stuff is going that way though. To be fair, if we did a road straight through to here, it's a big one, but it might help with all of this. So it would be coming out from here, going straight into a tunnel, and going up to here. That is a very big tunnel. But Dover and Alford are very big cities. Problem is, down this end, I'm not going to be able to upgrade that a little bit, but what we could potentially do is do something a little bit more straight out, and then that should connect in. Hopefully, if we upgrade these roads through now, he says, and then it doesn't continue through. This should reduce the amount of traffic going through this way. Or at least that's the hope. Because we've got a lot of traffic coming through this way. For example, this one, which lives in Dover, goes to a commercial building in Winsford, and goes to an industrial building in Alford. Wow. That's pretty nuts. Stuff's starting to make its way through that way. Oh, we need to build this road in. Maybe we delete this back a little bit. And then have it go into this road here. That might be a bit better. And maybe we can come through this way and connect it in here. Right, there we go. Let's see how that does. Let's remove that and that. That. I think the places that it needs the traffic lights is where it's a large road crossing another large road. We can also have this road going through to here. And this road coming up this way. Hopefully that will help a little bit. Because this traffic is just a bit nuts. Look at that, 142 going that way. It's coming down though, so hopefully they're going this way going forward. Because this is a much more direct, a much quicker route. That's the hope at least. We'll just have to wait and see to see whether that actually helps. But anyway, Dover is turning into a real Goliath of cities. It's our largest city now, which is pretty crazy. How are we not providing tools to Burgh the Marsh? Ah, that might help. Burgh the Marsh has not been receiving tools. Whoops. I mean, Burgh the Marsh in its own right has some traffic woes. Which we can't really do much about. Are these all large roads? No. This one is. There we go. Let's see if that helps. I reckon that will. That's a large road. Again, if we upgrade these routes through, it may help. I don't know whether it will. I can hope though. A guy can dream. What does it do at this point? 2 right, 1 left, even though there's no way to get right twice, but hey ho. So, is that... yeah. This does not need traffic lights. Nor does that. No, 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 no. Everything's just getting in the one lane. It just needs to allow one set of traffic to go at a time. To be fair, I think this is allowing it to flow a little bit better. I think. Probably doesn't help where we have buses on this main route. That is a lot of bricks. Let's try and get those moving. And you can also take anything else that comes in. Which you might need. That up to 15. That can take everything and drop off everything. This one's also very busy. So it's this one. This is a very busy road in and out of the city. But hopefully with a little bit more movement there, it should start to trickle through a bit better. You can see we've already pushed this back a little bit. So yeah, I think what I'll do is, oh wow, that one's busy. Burglar Marsh to Dover. Yeah, that's going to be quite busy. I think what I'll do is I will leave it there. We have done a hell of a lot in this episode, including getting the goods going. So that's good. We've gotten a lot done. Hopefully this will start to bring through some bricks, and that will improve the demand through that way. But then again, it only wants 9, so I don't know how many will actually come through. But yeah, let's just double check where that is, because it's still probably traveling en route or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you let me know how you felt about this episode with your thumbs. If your thumbs don't cut it, then let me know with a comment. If you've enjoyed this episode and want to see more, then consider subscribing, checking out the playlist, and what have you. And until next time, have a good one. Cheers. Bye.